Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a budget review. I know in my previous videos I was noticing that there were a lot of categories that were had very high amounts. And so my husband and I did sit down and go through them and make some decisions on them, and I just wanted to take you along and show you what those decisions are, um, and show you what we're changing. So I'm going to shrink myself down and put myself in the corner. And I did create a budget review view so that I don't have all the categories showing. Just makes it a little bit easier so we're not scrolling through a bunch of categories. Okay, so the first was our electric bill, and we currently have our budget is $270 a month, and we have $328.18 in there. They do periodically do uh, reviews and adjust our budget from time to time, and also uh, yeah, so they do that sometimes, but we just decided, I made little notes in this note section down here, that we're gonna just bring that surplus down to 270, which so we're have an extra month in there, but not more than that. And we're gonna take this 58.18, which would be the extra, and we're gonna put it down in this category that says miscellaneous monthly fixed, which is basically the extra money that we have in this particular account that pays our bills. So I always like to keep a cushion in this account because, sometimes your escrow gets reevaluated on your mortgage and your mortgage payment changes. Sometimes the budget on your utility may change, and if you don't catch it, I just like to have that extra cushion so that we can do the readjustment the following month, but we have some money there. So I am going to move $58.18 out of here and put it into our miscellaneous monthly fixed line. So that brought us down to having about 270 balance. The next category we had was water, and our current bill for this past month was $90.93. We do budget $115 because in the summer months, particularly in June when we open our pool and we have to put water in the pool, we like to. It usually costs us more. It usually costs us $130, $140 that month, and it does fluctuate. So we figured that we were just gonna leave this. We're gonna wait at least till the end of the summer, and the kids leave for college. We have 2 kids in college, so they'll be not be in the house, and so then we'll take another look at it and see where we stand and if we want to make any adjustments. But for now, we're just going to leave that. For our internet bill recently changed, and so this is why it was only $47.61. So I want to wait until we get the true amount before I make any changes to that line. With EasyPass, we're gonna leave this the same also because during the summer we're gonna probably be doing some more traveling, and then come the fall we have travel for sports, and we're taking 2 kids to college and driving back. So we're just gonna leave that for the time being because I'm pretty sure that that extra will get eaten up between those things. The next thing that was high, this really isn't high, but I marked it because you guys might see it and think it's high, but our kids pay for their own car insurance, and they pay for the 6-month policy up front. They give us the money. So that's their portions of their car insurance sitting there. My gas is usually runs high, but a lot of times what I will do is I will sometimes use it to cover groceries if we go over on groceries. You'll probably see that in the next video because I think that's what I'm going to do when I close out this month. But also, whenever we go anywhere as a family, which is going to be this summer, like, vacations and taking the kids to college and all that, that's my car the kids use. So I, we're going to leave that alone because, like I said, I will use that to kind of help out, offset some groceries sometimes. And also, it's the family car. So there's going to be a lot of traveling. So we're going to leave that for now. This line, which is new track phones. So I know in the previous video, I think I told you guys like we had gotten our kids all track phones at one point, but now the only one that has a track phone is my youngest. The rest of them are all on our cell phone plan. And my husband and I discussed it, and what we decided was we're just going to leave this alone because we don't have a line item for new phones for ourselves. So we figured that we'll still fund it, and we'll probably in the fall when we have to pay for my son's plan, we'll pay for his plan out of it, but we'll leave it as just also a new phone category for us as well. So we're just going to leave that for now. I'm just go over these yellow ones for the moment, and we have $407 in pool maintenance, and we have $631.96 in yard maintenance. So for a pool, the average, it costs us about $100 a season, but sometimes a little more because this year when my husband took the pool cover off, it was ripped, so we're going to need a new pool cover. And the GFI, I'm not very technical, he explained it, but there was some kind of problem with our salt generator. So it's probably going to be a little bit more than the normal typical $100 this year. And then, like I said, we have yard maintenance, which has grown to $631.96. We left our patio cushions out, and the squirrels and birds ate them and made a nest out of them. So that's great, right? So there's some things that we need to do around the yard. And then also, I don't have it showing here because it wasn't in a high category, but our home maintenance category only has $70 in it. So I kind of look at these, even though I break them out separately. If we needed to pull from one of these two categories for something in the home that we needed to do, we could do that. So we just kind of decided that we're going to leave those as is because our home maintenance fund was so low, so we're just going to leave those alone. And then doctor's copays has $663.44, but we decided we're going to leave that and let that keep growing until we reach our out-of-pocket max, so that we're comfortable with knowing that we have that. And then this we're going to leave because honestly this really isn't high. We have 3 people in the house that wear glasses, and that's not covered under our regular insurance. So unless we have some kind of medical diagnosis, so we just pay out of pocket for all that. And so we're just going to leave those alone as well. But what we did realize was these categories in yellow, we can definitely pull money out of them. And when we were sitting here and we were trying to figure out, well, where would we put it? And what kind of goals do we have? And so this past week, our daughter graduated from high school. She's actually salutatorian, which is really cool. She works so hard. And we realized that, we didn't have a fund for college prep. I always knew we were going to use this lacrosse money and put that there, but getting her dorm set up and everything and all the things she needs for her dorm. So we figured we were just going to roll the extra money into a line item for college prep for her, so that over the next month and a half we can start to buy all the things she's going to need for her dorm. And so that's what we're going to do with this money. So I'm going to move this whole amount actually to college prep for her. And then for oil changes, my husband said we need about $130 a year for his car, which we have currently $207.20 in there. So I don't know why I said I was going to transfer out $191.99. Oh, I know, because he did an oil change before we did that. So I'm going to move out $191.99 into her college prep. From that. And then I'm not sure why. There must be something wrong with the targets that I set previously. I'm not sure why it turned it yellow. I'll have to look at that off camera later. It's probably because the target type that I selected is not correct for what I use it for. So that may happen with this too. But my oil change also, he said, was going to be about $130 a year, $65 each time, twice a year. So we determined that we could pull $282.30 out because we literally just did them this month. So $282.30 is gonna go to my daughter's college prep line. And yeah, see, it knocked that down. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look at the targets and change the target, because I probably picked the wrong type of target. They have different types, and that's probably why that's turning yellow. For our motorcycle oil change, we have $401 in there, and he says it should only cost $50 a year at most. So we're going to move out $351 to my daughter's college prep line. We may not need all this money for college prep, but I don't know. Things are expensive, so we'll see. If we don't, I'll roll it into something else. Motorcycle inspection. We're going to move out $60 out of this because it should only cost us about $15 a year. So we're going to take 60 and move it to our college prep line. And then this one, its motorcycle registration is $42.50 a year, so we are going to move $119 out of there to her college prep line. And so now we have successfully knocked these ones down. I definitely am going to have to go back and check the targets on those to see why they are turning yellow. But in the meantime, anyway, now we have about $1,543.29 to get all the things that she's going to need for her dorm. She needs everything, like, bedding, fan, you name it, she needs it, because she's, this is her first time going. So my other daughter will probably need a few things, but this is going to be her third year, and she only has this one semester left, so she's actually going to finish her undergrad early. So she did 2.5 semesters for her undergrad, and then she's taking the spring semester off and going back in the fall. So for teaching, she's going to teach high school math. And right now she's actually doing a summer research. She got a summer research grant. She's writing all the algorithms for AI and researching algorithms for AI. I'm lucky I can do this budget. Oh no. But advanced math is just not for me, but she seems to get it. So, but yeah, so she will be home in the spring anyway, so she's probably not going to need too much um, to get her back. Probably just restocking the snacks is what she's going to need. So, anyway, that was our review of all those categories that were kind of on the high side. And we, like I said, we did knock these, we're able to knock these down. These ones we're just going to leave because, they are more like, we could potentially end up needing that money. So that was that. And if you want to see more of these videos, subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so that you get notified when I post the next video, which should be coming out next Monday, and that will be June's closeout. So I'll be covering all the overspending for June and getting ready for July. So I will see you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.